Today we're going to walk the streets of Ise with a couple of students from my Japanese history and culture seminar. I've already talked a bit about me and Kogakkan. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
My name is Kano. I'm second year student at Kogakkan.
My name is Miyuki. I'm also a second year student at Kogakkan.
Thanks. Well, I know both of you spend a lot of time studying at school, so you probably haven't had much of a chance to look around the city. Let's go to a few places that I think are pretty interesting.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to go to the inner shrine. I know you two come here a lot, right?
Yeah, I live in the school dormitory and I come here once every month with the other students to pray. It's a little tough to get up in the mornings, but it's nice to cross Ujibashi Bridge and spend time in the forest there.
Yeah, when you cross the bridge and go into the shrine, this air feels different.
Do you pray for anything when you come? Do you ask for help getting good grades and stuff like that?
No, at this shrine, we are only supposed to offer thanks. We don't make private prayers for ourselves here. We do that at other shrines.
It's a pretty special place. I think one of the most interesting things is that they take apart the shrines here every 20 years and completely rebuild them with new materials. Do you know how long this tradition has been going on?
No, how long?
Over 1,300 years.
Wow!
Yeah, it's interesting to walk around here and see buildings that are new, but also old at the same time because they are rebuilt in the same way using the same traditional methods. Millions and millions of Japanese people for centuries have walked over the same ground and stood to pray at the same place. Next to the inner shrine of Ise Jingu is an area called Okage Yokucho. Shops line the banks of the Isuzugawa River, which flows down through the sacred shrine precincts and past an especially famous Japanese confectionery shop called Akafuku.
Do you know what this is?
Of course, this is Akafuku. When I first came to Japan, it took me a while to get used to the taste of the sweet red beans, but now I think they're wonderful. They're different than the sweets you usually see in stores overseas because they haven't got any preservatives, so you have to eat them really quickly. The Kawasaki area in Ise saw a lot of river traffic in the old days. Pilgrims who came to Ise by boat would get off here, but people don't travel that way anymore, and it is a lot quieter here than it used to be. Fortunately, several of the old buildings remain, and you can get a sense for what it was like. Some of these have been converted into restaurants, cafes, and shops. This is the Ise Kawasaki Merchant's House. This was a wholesaler during the Edo period from the 17th to the 19th centuries. What do you two think about Kawasaki so far?
This is my first time here, but it reminds me a lot of my grandparents' house.
It has a really old, nostalgic feel to it. I've heard about it before. They have traditional rakugo comedy performances, live concerts, and you can also use the space to meet and talk with other people in the community.
That's right. There are also events held around here for a big festival in the fall.
I think we ought to come to Kawasaki with the rest of the students in our seminar sometime. I'd like to learn more about it.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Ise ni oinai.